Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Quarterback will keep it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Line gets set, 1st down. The option look. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Crosses the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. On the move, it's Morris. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Using his feet. He has the first and still on his feet.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
On the option. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Got a man. It's Moore. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1, and he wasn't able to do that.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
7 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
43 yards. Third down coming up.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense, man, they came to play early and often. No points allowed so far, and already 3 sacks on the day. Living in the backfield, making big plays. This defense is going to be tough today.
They bring the punter onto the field there. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll try the outside to the left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here comes the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. He's looking to pass. Got his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Punt is in the air. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and secret what he needs here. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They're trying to extend this already long drive. The 9th play is a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the big fullback. On the move at the 30. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
We are just about ready to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Hand off to the fullback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. He'll turning it on. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Gets the back moving. On the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The give on the option. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll close the gap to 14.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the toss. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Calls his own number. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try to get outside. Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down.
The toss to the right. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Reese, that's 3 for a young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Motion from the back. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This offense has it with really good field position. Rides the back on the option to give. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Run it with the fullback. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Richmond.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a...
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Rides the back and leaves it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Richmond. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive, it's 3rd and 6. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. They'll they'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down. Looking for more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Using the running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for second down. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.